Hi and welcome to Ali Lives Well on Less. I'm Ali, an early retired teacher, currently living well on my small teacher's pension. And today is a wide-ranging Wednesday style of video. I'm going to focus a little bit on sewing and or lack of, and a wee update on my wardrobe. I have been desperately, and I mean desperately, trying to finish off my hexie quilt first before I get into actual sewing clothes. Although I have cut out a skirt, this pattern. I'm doing this version. I'm not sure if you can see. It's got pockets, and I'm doing a practice on some scrap fabric first to get the fit. But I have been constantly looking at my wardrobe, and at the moment I genuinely don't need any more clothes. So that's been put on the back burner a little bit so that I can focus on finishing off the hexie quilt, and then I can get on with sorting out this room, which is currently my bedroom, but it's the bedroom slash craft room. Yeah, and it's an absolute mess. So I am desperately trying to finish off the hexie quilt. I'm about 3/4 of the way there, so I'll show you the progress in a minute. I am still planning on switching bedrooms to make the back smaller bedroom my actual bedroom, and there'll be nothing in there except my bedside cabinet, and I do have an armchair in there that I quite like to sit and read in, and obviously I've got a wardrobe. There's a built-in wardrobe for all my clothes. Everything else will come into this room. This will be my guest room, so the smaller bed that you're about to see later on in the video will come in here. That used to be my Gran's headboard, and it matches my tall boy over there with the beautiful 1930s deco walnut wood. And then everything else in here, like my sewing table and my sewing machine and all my patterns and things, will all be in this room. But it's a bit like you can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. But in this case, you can't make an omelette without breaking eggs, smashing up the eggshells, scattering all over the room, and have Miss Luna sniffing and licking at them. So it's a little bit of a mess here. And it's a mess because my younger son is temporarily staying with me a couple of nights a week at the moment while he's between changing jobs and all that. So first of all, I'm going to show you the progress on my hexie quilt. I've added another 2 rows to it, and I think I've got 2 rows left and then it's done. It's just going to be a throw over quilt. It's not actually going to be like a full bed size quilt. But I feel once I've got that out of the way, then I will feel more in a creative mood to actually get cracking with the clothes. I'm also going to show you the tons of fabric that I have from my mum. She's given me even more, so that still needs sorted out. So first things first, go have a look at my hexie quilt. So this is the bed that this quilt is being made for. It's a small double bed, so it's slightly bigger than a single bed. And as you can see, I'm not entirely sure of the size that I want to make it yet. But yeah, let's have a little close up. Perhaps you can see I have neatened up the edges with some half hexes. So let's have a closer look at it. So this is definitely the bottom of it. It will be bound, it will have binding on it. And these edges I am just going to fold over slightly. And then that'll be underneath the binding there. So I think I'm about 3/4 done. I have made some more flowers, and I think I need to do another 2 rows And then I think that might be big enough, maybe 3 rows, not sure. What do you think? But I'm really, really pleased with the progress of it, and I just need to keep going, because I really, really want this finished before I start sewing some clothes. So here's some of the hexie flowers that I have made, and then I will join them up and add them to the bigger quilt. Some of these I have fussy cut a little bit. Obviously these are all scraps, so some fussy cutting is better than others. But yeah, those extra fabrics that my mum gave me, look at that little bird, have certainly been put to good use. And I would really, really, really like the quilt finished by the end of the year. Okay, so this is sorted and curated fabric that I know I can definitely make use of. That's a bag of offcuts of clothing that I could use and upcycle in some way. I did change the position of my pine chest of drawers with the table because I feel that it just works better there. And I don't know if I showed this the last time, but I did make, before I moved house, I did make a hexie patch for my chair, for my sewing machine chair. And yeah, this is the fabric I have still to sort and resort. So there are 2 big flat boxes down there. There's a box there with some embroidery stuff that I am keeping for myself to use, not as an embroidery, but I am going to use that somehow in my dressmaking, my sewing. There is a bag of fabric and furnishing fabric that I'm going to go back through again, but it is going to be donated to the reuse hub. They have makers there. But yeah, the plan is to have this fabric all sorted to go into the tall boy, which will match the bed head from the bed that will become my guest bed. So I hope that made sense. Yeah, we are in a little bit of a girdle here, aren't we, Toots? But if Luna wasn't around all the time, I could get it done in a couple of hours, but that is a luxury. But that's fine, we're not in a rush. I think I'm going to set myself a deadline of the end of the year, and then my 2026 goals will be to start sewing clothes. And I'm going to share some really exciting news with you. I think I have mentioned in passing that I am going to be 60 next year in March. And as a present, my lovely mum and I are going to go on a sewing and dressmaking retreat. So I have a goal to get this sorted, tidied, to get sewing, to get practicing, so that when we go to the retreat, it's a 5-day retreat. It's actually not very far from here. And I hope to be able to get the best out of the really experienced tutor so that I can make clothes for myself that fit me properly and don't look homemade. And that is the aim for next year, is to make handmade clothes that don't look homemade, that don't look amateurish. I want them to look good. If I'm going to put in the effort and the time to make clothes to fit myself, I want to make sure that I am doing the best job that I can. So I can sew. I have made clothes. I've actually made myself a corset before. I don't know where it is. If I can find it, I'll put in a shot at the end of the show. I did a 2-day workshop in Glasgow many years ago and made a corset, which I absolutely love. I don't know if I'd be brave enough to wear it in public now, but I'll root that out and see if I can show you that. So I can sew. I have sewn in the past. I'm a little bit rusty, but obviously when I was younger, I had an average figure, nothing out of the ordinary. But of course now as you get older, your body changes shape and you want to make accommodations for your postmenopausal belly, so, and your big pair hips. So yeah, so that is happening in February. So the aim of that is to have something lovely to wear on my 60th birthday in March. So there you go. So I hope that was of interest. I know some of you have been asking about my quilt progress, and a couple of folk have asked about the sewing side. So the sewing side has been put on hold a little bit for now, although I am organising and sorting behind the scenes, because again, I want to make that a sustainable practice in that I do not need to buy fabric. I'm going to make use of all the stuff that I have been gifted, and I've also been gifted some extra sewing patterns as well, so I'm going through those to sort them out too. So not quite a wardrobe Wednesday, not quite a sewing Wednesday, not quite a quilting Wednesday, so I'm calling this video a crafting update, just to sort of share with you where we're at in our crafting. And Luna does not give two hoots, do you? Luna. Nope. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much. Normal service will be resumed on Friday for Foodie Friday. And I'm going to share a health update on Friday and share some of my cooking things that I've been doing this week. So have a lovely day, and I will see you again on Friday. And it's bye from Miss Luna and me. Have a good day, and I'll see you then. Bye. Okay, I had to hunt for it, but I did find it. Okay, so this is my Victorian style corset. It has the busk at the front. It's got boning down the front panels. It's fully lined, and it's got the eyelets and the lace. And I'm pretty sure I've got it, I've got a picture of it on a mannequin somewhere, so if I find that, I will make that the thumbnail. But yeah, just to show that I can sew, I haven't done it for quite a wee while, and yeah, I don't think this will fit me. Well, it would fit me, but it doesn't have a modesty panel, so it would be rather stretched at the back. But yeah, that was a 2-day course, and it's made from an upcycled kilt that I felted in the washing machine on a hot wash, and the tutor had she had made corsets out of things like PVC tablecloth, but she'd never seen anyone use an upcycled kilt, so I am quite pleased with that. Yeah, so I'll see if I can find a picture of it, and I'll put it onto the thumbnail.